Are you one of those people that just maybe not a book reader? You know, people say you got to read this book, you have to read this book, and you just drone and moan and thinking, oh, I hate reading a book. Or are you one of those people that start a book and never finish it? Maybe you read the back cover and say, yeah, I got it. Well, guess what? You didn't. So today, you're going to be excited to learn about what we've got to share with you. If you're not a book reader, or you're in your car too much, or you're on the subway or the transit, you don't really have time to read, we've got a solution today with my book, Law of Attraction. Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Loja. I am the author of this best-selling book and these two other books. And I am here every Friday with the team. It's called the Hangout with Michael show, 9 o'clock Pacific. We're here live on this Facebook page. And today we have a special guest, and he's in the green room, and he's going to join us quite shortly. And yeah, John is with me again this morning. I'm in beautiful Victoria, BC. And John, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Always a pleasure to be here. Yeah, I'm from Vancouver, Canada, also on the West Coast. And I'm a certified emotion code and certified body code practitioner. And I love helping people all over the world on a variety of different concerns like chronic pain, anxiety, fatigue, stress, depression, helping boost prosperity and abundance, motivation. And yeah, I'm an emotion code bro, and I'll give you some more information later today. And
Yes.
I'll be reading your comments. So let us know you're watching. Say hi, where you're from. Please pepper the comments today. Say hello.
Yeah, we love having your interaction. That's why we do it live for you. You know, the purpose of the show is to uplift you and inspire you and give you the tools so you can live a rich, full, delicious life. And we're going to meet that goal for you today. Before we get started, a couple of announcements. My friend Kevin Hune, who's going to be joining the chat in the chat room. Oh, there he is. Kevin's in the house. Kevin and I are talking about me coming to Toronto on June 3rd. It is a Sunday between 1 and 4 in the afternoon. My full razzle-dazzle seminar on law of attraction with handouts so you can master the process. Let Kevin know that you're interested. Right now, we're kind of taking a little impromptu survey to say, hey, I want to bring Michael. I'm on my way to Fredericton, New Brunswick, where I'm doing 2 days. On June 7th, I'm doing 3 free introductory presentations, one at breakfast, one at lunch, and one at dinner. No, breakfast, lunch, and dinner don't come with that, but we're having it at those times of the day. And then Friday, a full day seminar. Early bird tickets are $99. It's brought to you by shopfredericton.ca. You can go there to register. We have room for 300 people. I am so excited about that. And of course, I'm from St. John, New Brunswick, and which is also in the same province as Fredericton. So I'm going to be visiting my mother and my sisters, and I'm looking forward to all that. So Toronto, June 3rd, mark your calendar. Kevin, let people know, give them another shout out with the date, June 3rd. It's a Sunday between 1 and 5 or 1 and 4. We don't know yet. We're just in the middle of making it. And then shopfredericton.ca. Maybe somebody could put that for Fredericton, June 7th and 8th. And we are getting more registrations for my certification training program in Las Vegas on May 16th and 17th. When you leave on this night of the 17th, you'll be in a position to give a free introductory presentation on law of attraction that people want more of you. And I'm going to teach you what you need to be teaching, saying, and doing so you can make money teaching your favorite subject. Delilah's going to put the link inside the chat on how you can join us. Now, John, today, we're bringing in my friend Shem. He's my friend now. You know, I'm on Instagram and I'm on Twitter, and Instagram's kind of turned out to be my favorite. And one day I go to Instagram and I get all these comments and all these new likes and all these people making comments and checking stuff off. And I'm thinking, what the Christmas present's going on? You know, the last time somebody did that, Andy Frisella talked about me, and I had 300 likes in 1 hour because he mentioned my name. So similar to this happened. I said, what's going on? So I start to follow the link, and I'm going to show you with a little screen share what this link taught me to. So John, this is what I found. Oops.
Guys, and welcome back to the next 20 pages. Part 5 out of 7. But there's still a lot of points to cover. In this video, we're going to be continuing on with the allowing portion right into it, as always. First point is, what is the limiting belief? Putting negative energy towards a certain belief back from getting higher or your a very popular I can't. Or simply I can't. My dream car is a Ferrari 488, which I stated. Now, whenever I say I can't have that because I'm putting a limiting belief on myself, and I'm not going to be able to get it because I'm never going to afford it. You simply don't have to look at it like that. Whenever in the last video, process of. So I can always just say I'm in the process of money in affording my Ferrari. Instantly, positively, law of attraction, attract that car. My successes. A second point is how do you know when you
I could watch him all day. And I have. So that was video number 5. So this guy took 20 pages of my book at a time. And I go out there, he's got all these videos, he's read them, he's mastered it. And I thought, okay, he's my new BFF. And he is joining us today. So I'm very excited. And I am bringing in Shem from 20 Pages. There he is. Good morning,
Hello,
Shem.
hello. Thanks for that awesome intro.
Thank you. Well, thank you. It was very flattering the day I went out and I noticed that you were doing all these books, my book, 20 pages at a time. We hadn't talked before. We hadn't met before. And of course, I love the attention and I was flattered. So welcome. Shem, introduce yourself to our live guest today and everybody else that's listening on our podcast channel. So tell people who you are.
Hi guys, my name is Shem. Actually, my real name is Shemiswaf Levenstein. Super difficult name to say, so just call me Shem. I'm pretty much, I guess you can say, the founder of 20 Pages. And what 20 Pages is me breaking down 20 pages of a book every single day in 5 to 15 minute videos. Lately, these videos have been getting longer and longer because of the subject matter at hand, but it's still awesome to watch if you don't like reading.
Yes. Well, I think they're pretty awesome. I mean, you nailed it. You took 20 pages at a time. And of course, my book there's a lot in 20 pages. And you mastered it. And I thought, I've never done that before. In my own book, I've never done that before. And I thought, guess what? I don't have to do it because hashtag, you did it for me. Somebody give us a hashtag, Shem did it for me. So, Shem, we are giving the playlist link down below so people can watch all 5. Like you said, they're in short 10 to 15 minute little videos, and you dissect the book 20 pages at a time. And I think there's a total of 7 videos that you've done there. So
Yep.
I got a couple questions. First, I want to ask John to go out to the room, and we're going to welcome some friends that have joined us already today. John, who is saying what, please?
Yeah, so Laura Hill is watching live this morning, says, Hi, Shem.
Hey, Laura Hill, good morning.
Maria Favita says, Good morning from San Francisco.
Hey, Maria, good morning.
Yeah, Kevin Hune is watching and has put the dates and times in here. So Toronto, June 3rd, 1 to 4. Interested? Let me know.
Let Kevin know. Toronto,
Mm-hmm.
June 3rd. We also have Susan Arthur. Hello, gentlemen. And our friend Pramelia Param. Good morning, bros. Always great to hang out with you guys on a Friday.
Yeah, Sylvia Bellini says, Can you please ask Shem to say his full name and where it's from? I bet it's Polish.
I don't know, Shem. Can
She's
you do that
correct.
again for us? Because Sylvia Bellini,
Yes.
we have to spoil her because she's she's been so loyal since probably day number 1. Go ahead, Shem. Tell us your full name again and your heritage.
So I'm Polish, first off. You are correct. And it's Shemiswaf Levenstein. My actual first name, that V at the end, should be a W. My dad didn't make it visible on the birth certificate, so now it's a V.
I noticed that.
Yep.
And where do you live
So I'm
now?
the unique one.
Where do you live?
I live in Chicago, Illinois, in a little suburban town outside of it. It's called Lake in the Hills.
Okay, good stuff.
Great.
Good. We're going to go back. Laura Hill, she's from New York. She's saying, been working on spring cleaning of the yard all morning, feeling good, loving seeing the progress And Kim Whitner is saying, hi guys, it's warm in Maryland, finally. Oh, we're getting lots of weather updates. What else, John?
Lisa Hammond says, good morning, everyone. Premierlia Parham says, LOA seminar last Saturday in Victoria was awesome.
It was awesome. We were in a beautiful crystal chandelier ballroom, and I was on. That's hashtag I was on. Candy Min saying, she goes, laugh a lot. I skip chapters. I don't think you'd skip chapters in my book, but you won't. Sometimes you skip chapters. Robert Shindo, hello from the Philippines. Good couple more, John.
Sig Brown's watching.
Hey, Sig Brown.
Hello, hello.
Elaine Goldman as well. Good afternoon, Michael and John and Shem.
Hello.
Good stuff. I'm just scrolling down. Okay, I think that's what we have for you today. So Shem, let's go back to you. Again, I want to welcome you and thank you for choosing my book. Apparently it was the first book that you did. So tell us a little bit more about how you came to choose my book, Law of Attraction, as your first 20 pages. And I also want to say, it looked like you've been doing it forever. It didn't look like your first attempt. It was very polished. The graphics, your editing, the music, it's like, this is not his first time out of the gate, but apparently it was. Tell us more about how you come to choose my book.
Yeah, sure. So the second book that I actually did, which is Crushing It, I was reading that book, but before I read that book, I read your book, Law of Attraction, and that book actually led me to Crushing It, and then Crushing It pretty much talks about like self-branding and whatnot, and how to pretty much brand yourself and brand whatever you want to be, promoting. So I had the idea of 20 pages when I was reading that book, and I was just like, there is a need of people that don't like watching or don't like reading, and I know that there's an easier way to do this in a more interactive, fun format, in a video, for example. Some people don't even like audiobooks. So essentially, whenever I was reading your book, Law of Attraction, it pretty much, like, I had this thought of being, like, attracted towards your idea first. So whenever I was doing Crushing It, I was like, it'd make more sense to do your book first, because your book pretty much led me on to create this. If it wasn't for your book, nothing would have been attracted towards me. I would have never pretty much done anything. I don't know if this would ever even existed. So I thought it'd be awesome to attribute your book first, because it helped me a lot in life. So I thought it'd be awesome for first starter.
Well, good stuff. And, I like your point that you made. Not everybody likes an audio book or a Kindle book or even a real hardcover book. So this is a combination. My other book, A Law of Connection, I talk about the 4 learning styles. Some people like to learn best when they see it. Some people learn best when they hear it. Some people learn best when they do it. And some people like to process and think about it. So what you've done, you've combined everything. They like to hear it, so they get to hear it. They like to see it, they get to see it. They like to experience it, they like to think about it. So the way you've done it is probably the most optimal way for people to get the message. So I'm really going to encourage everybody to go check out your YouTube page. Delilah's going to put the link out in the chat on how to get that. And also to like your Instagram page, because you keep doing updates there. So notwithstanding, what an old word that is. It must be British. Notwithstanding doing the 20 pages, what would you say was the most important tip or tool or aha moment that you got from reading the material? Because I know you were teaching it, but what one thing stood out for you that was an important message? What would that be?
For your book specifically?
Yeah. It's about me today, Shem. Thanks.
I would say, man, that's a tough question. I think primarily what it comes down to is whatever you think, you pretty much project towards reality. That's why it's kind of like exactly that. It's law of attraction. So it's like whenever you're having negative thoughts, you're going to be having negative things happening. So you kind of just want to turn that switch up and then turn into positive vibes and think about positive things. So you have positive things coming into your life. I'm actually kind of like, I kind of just like delve into the whole Buddhism, I guess you can say spirituality. And a lot of it kind of like relates to each other in a sense. And it's kind of just like you have to accept things for how things are and just kind of think in a different manner to be more positive, so you allow good things into your life.
Very good. And what's your criteria for choosing a book? And I know you've done 2 more since mine. What's your criteria for choosing it? And Tell us the other books that you've read. First, what's your criteria?
Sure. So the criteria is I pretty much do three main categories. First one being is business, second one being self-development, and third one is spirituality. I think these three pretty much intertwine with each other very well. If you look at, like, for example, Tony Robbins, he's very spiritual and he's a very motivated guy, and on top of that, he's a very business savvy person. So it kind of all relates to how he's living a good life. So I think those three topics pretty much intertwine very well in order to have a happy living life. And then the books that I've done so far, so first one was your book, Law of Attraction. Second one is Crushing It by Gary Vaynerchuk. And then third one is Our Turn to Lead by Timothy L. Sharko.
Nice stuff. Well, you know what? I think people want to see a little bit more of your video. So we are going to go back and watch a couple more minutes of you whistling. No, right there. Let's do it.
Noticeable sense of relief. Whenever you notice, you know what? I can do this. I'm understanding. But I know I can have this. You're already starting to allow yourself to higher. Second point is manifestation. When you start seeing your desires actually manifestate into reality, you see them and possible things. For example, if you look at your desires, once you see other people, you think they can have it. That means I can have it. What's holding me back from having it?
Hashtag
That's
damn.
when you start noticing, allow it to happen.
I try.
In your life. Going to the next point, allowing statements. That's an allowing statement. Desire statement. Yes. I would put it on the whiteboard. Next point. But I have the book right here. So the first step is out. Like any situation, whenever you're unhappy with something, notice that it's wrong, or you can happiness. Doubt. Cover the doubt that you have towards your desire or whatever it is. Second step is going to be ask yourself a few questions, such as, someone else had my desire. How did they get it? Or when did they get it? Was it today, yesterday, last week, last month? Putting a timestamp on when people achieve kind of puts it to reality of they have it, had it for a while, or they just got it, and I can get it too. Time constraint, maybe longer, whatever it is, still obtain. Now, the third step is write it in general terms. Third person point of view, because once you put it in a third person point of view, it seems possible to actually get that desire. Whenever you say it, like whenever first person have that limiting, whenever you put in third person, start seeing, you know what, it is possible to, because I don't have it, another way I can't have it, Shem is going to own a different perspective towards it, to actually get your desire. Now, with allowing it, there's a lot of tools that are actually
I can't see myself. What's going on?
There we go. I am back. Okay, that was an example. I mean, you did 7 videos in total, so anybody that has the book and wants a refresher and hear it talked differently, and particularly with all the visuals, we're going to encourage people to do that. John, let's go back out. There's a couple of things we're going to read. And Helena, our friend from Vancouver Island, she said, the most valuable tool in your book for me was the clarity versus the contrast versus clarity worksheet. And I know, Shem, you did a good job talking about that, how the contrast and the clarity, and there's a worksheet for that. Our friend Sylvia Bellini from the UK, do have a look at the 20 pages video on YouTube. He's such a jolly young man, very uplifting.
Thank you.
She's so British with the word jolly. We love that. Who else, John?
I have to say hello to Natasha Paula Samuel. Hello, Michael John. Looking forward to the
NPS.
She was the first one in, actually, Natasha Paula
Okay,
Samuel.
we'll acknowledge that.
Had to go back. Yeah. Sig Brown says, can we get the link for Shem? I am not finding him in a search.
Okay.
Oh
If you
no.
go to the up in the at the top of the post, when above this post, you'll see the link there. And also, Delilah's going to be posting it inside here. I sent her the email for that. Our friend
Yep.
Don Boehm has joined us this morning. Good morning from St. Charles, Illinois, not far from Lake in the Hills.
No way. Representing Illinois.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's here a lot. He's loyal.
Double dipping Don.
Good. Robert Shindo from Singapore or Indonesia. Sorry if I'm getting that mistaken. He gave us a hashtag Razzle, Sizzle, Michael, and Kevin. There we go. That was hard to read. Susan Arthur, she said, I'm ready for a rich, delicious life. Hit me with it.
Kevin Hume says, I love the game to remove the negativity. Kerplunk.
Oh, yes, the Kerplunk game. Yeah, Shem talked about that as well.
Had to cover everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At
Sig
least-
found it.
What's that?
Sig found the link.
Okay,
We're
Sig
good.
on the link. Yeah, we're going to encourage everyone to like and share and check out his videos. We have Lisa Hammond saying good morning, so good morning to Lisa. And Kim Whitner, she's saying, I like reading. I hate that I can't put a good book down. Yikes. Oh, we love to hear that. We love book readers.
Good. Keep on reading. Does you good.
Yes. So Shem, in a couple of minutes, I'm going to ask you what your next book is going to be. So I want you to be thinking about that. John, can you tell us what is cooking tomorrow on our special edition of Saturdays, The Bros Show?
Special edition of The Bro Show is episode number 44. And Michael and I are the Emotion Code Bros. And we are looking for people to help with symptoms related to diabetic nerve pain. So shooting pain, arms, legs, feet, hands, neck. So yeah, we could help a lot of different people tomorrow. So 2 volunteers tomorrow. And yeah, it's episode 44. So yeah, we've been doing it
Yeah,
for
so join us.
44
We're going to be
weeks.
live this time tomorrow. Now, John, I want to tell you a quick little story. I told it to you because I love to share my results. But this week I got a call from a gentleman through a friend. And he's in an office workplace, and he had to lay on the floor a few times a day because he was in so much pain, and he had to use a cane. And he tried everything. That spelled everything to get rid of this. So I worked with him for 15 minutes. Hashtag put the cane away.
Yep.
And he stood up, and he was so impressed. And then he texted me or sent me a message about 4 hours later, and he said, everybody at the office is trying to figure out what happened. There's no cane. He's walking around the office. He's feeling better. He's more flexible.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, so I might be going to his workplace to do a presentation over the lunch hour.
I bet you're his best friend.
Yeah. Oh, you don't know how to describe it? Don't even try. Bring in the bros. We will try that.
Yeah, and come join us tomorrow, same time, same place, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, Michael Lozier's fan page.
Yes. Some people even call it restless leg syndrome or diabetic nerve pain. You know, these are the different names, but you said it, you know, that little shock of electricity that goes up when you pinch or something like that.
Yeah.
Right here, these little buggers right here. We're going to do 2 live presentations tomorrow. So that's tomorrow. Next Friday, John, what is the special topic for next Friday?
Next Friday is episode 237.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
237 Fridays I've been doing this.
Yeah.
And I'm still fresh.
Yeah. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. Becoming a certified law of attraction facilitator with Michael's mentoring.
That's right. You know, when you take my program, I'm in your face. I'm there to help and mentor and support you, and I'll make sure that you have the tools that you need to do to get on stage, or it could be on a video. You'll start off with doing it in your family and friends' living room. You'll give the free introductory presentation, and everybody will remember your teaching forever. Just like you remember me teaching you about don't, not, and no, and the reset vibes, the reset button, you will have the same impact. So join me in Las Vegas on May 16th and 17th. You think I would know those dates, wouldn't you? You think I wouldn't need to look at them? I do. Also, I'm going to be in the Toronto airport area on June 3rd. It's a Sunday afternoon. Kevin Hune is in the audience watching right now. Let him know that we're interested right now. We're just doing a little tester to see who's interested. Very reasonably priced 4-hour seminar with worksheets, and you will come to master the law of attraction. Then I'm in beautiful Fredericton, New Brunswick on June 7th for 3 free introductory presentations, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then a full day Razzle Dazzle Friday on June 8th. They have early bird tickets for $99. You can go to shopfredericton.ca and you can get your tickets. So let's bring Shem. Let's bring you back. Shem, tell us what book you have on your bookshelf ready to do next.
So next, what I'm thinking of doing is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. It's a really good book. I don't know if you've heard of it already. Have you guys?
Oh, yeah. He lives in Vancouver, I think. Does he still live in Vancouver, John?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I read half of it, so it'd be good to see what's in the other half, Shem. Looking forward to that.
I read the back cover.
Yeah.
So, see, my little secret, Shem, that you don't know about, in the past 32 years, I've read 10 books in
That's
30
crazy.
years. And I only have 4 books in my house, and 3 of them are mine. And the other one is by Dr. Bradley Nelson, the Emotion Coach. So I'm not a reader, and I don't even like audio books. But what you did was brilliant. That's because it satisfies the visual part of me. It's in little digestible chunks. I can watch for 15 minutes and come back and watch the rest. So I'll encourage anybody else. And when I tell people that I don't read books, some of people, if they feel relief and they say, oh, so it's okay. It is okay.
Yeah.
It's okay not to read books. Find a way to get your information. And what Shem has done is brilliant, to be able to do them in short little videos. And if you're at the workplace and you want your whole staff to do it, what if you spent 15 minutes a day for a week and you got everybody together? Just 15. This is not a full day seminar where you have to take all the staff out. I promise you, 1 video a day for 5 days will change the energy in the workplace. It'll reduce and eliminate negativity. And what if your whole company was watching Shem's 20 pages at a time and everything changed because the vibe changed? You can thank Shem, who will thank me for the book and for the process. Shem, I'm going to ask, John, I'm going to get you to go back out to the room, so who's going to say what, who's saying what. And Shem, we're going to ask you for some closing remarks. And I see Susan Arthur gave us a hashtag bro show, a hashtag diabetic nerve pain, and a hashtag healed, and a hashtag special. Gwen Lorena gave us a hashtag dream team from London, UK.
Tim Whitner says, that's a great book, Shem. And Sylvia Bellini says, Power of Now. I shall look forward to that. Admit it, John. It's unreadable. Let's call a trowel a shovel here.
It is a challenging book to read. So,
Yeah.
Shem, I think you're going to do both Eckhart Tolle a favor and people that couldn't grasp it or get into it. So, again, that's good. If you are interested in Shem's next book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, make sure that you like and subscribe to his YouTube channel so you can get updates and notifications of that. Good.
Thank you.
Susan Arthur gave me a Jet Set Michael. So thank you, Susan Arthur. So Shem, leave us with some parting information or thoughts or ideas or encouragement. What would you like to say?
So the whole movement of 20 pages is really just like Michael was saying, if you just watch one of my videos a week, pretty much what I'm trying to say is just read 20 pages a day. That's all I'm asking. It's really not that much. You can pick out so many gold nuggets out of just 20 pages.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the whole premise of it. I just want to get people start reading again. Although I do break it down kind of for you, what I learn might be entirely different than what you learn. That's why I always kind of I suggest that you guys read as well, because you guys might learn something different than I did, and I'd like to hear about it too, because then it kind of opens me up to a whole different perspective. But that's pretty much it. With Eckhart Tolle, I'm probably going to be starting that next week, starting Monday. I got to do some updating for the YouTube page. Other than that, you guys can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's all 20 pages. However, I'll be honest, I'm most active on Instagram. I think it's just because I like the Instagram interface a lot better than the other ones, because I get to post pretty pictures.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much all I have for you guys.
Yeah. And I'm going to hold the vision that Gary V pays attention and notices what you've been doing to help his readers and encourage people to buy the book and so on, and that he interviews you and creates more traction and buzz for your Instagram channel, your YouTube channel, because you're doing a lot of people a favor, people that don't read. Thanks for hanging out with us today, Shem, at 20 pages. And John,
Thanks a lot, guys.
thank you. We're going to ask Shem and John both to go out into the room and say hello, and so you can connect with them directly.
Yes.
John, what would you have to say about today? What would be your summary or your golden nugget?
Yeah, absolutely love the message that Shem brings across. Like, these are great. The videos he's doing are great breakdowns of, the book, and I thoroughly enjoyed them as well. I watched a bunch of his stuff, laughed my ass off. Very funny.
Yeah.
And it kind of inspired me to pick up a book and actually keep going with it because, I'm not the most powerful reader, strongest reader. Yeah, it's not something I sit down and do every day, but yeah, it's inspirational to, pick up a book and, even if it's just 20 pages, who can't do that?
Yeah, that's a nice bite-sized piece.
Yeah, absolutely.
John, I'll see you tomorrow with Magnet and Emotion Code Chart at 9 o'clock on this Facebook page. We're removing diabetic nerve pain, that shock nerve pain, restless leg pain. We're going to do it live during Facebook tomorrow. Next week, we're talking about becoming a certified law of attraction facilitator. And I'm going to encourage everybody to check out Shem at 20 pages. We put the links up in the post, and we'll also put them inside the comments. So Shem and John, thanks for chilling out with the Hangout with Michael show. See you later, everybody.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot,
Bye,
guys.
everyone.
Appreciate it. Take care.